So Uber just changed something again directly related to how you drive on their platform. And this can also directly affect your earnings as well. I want to go over that in this video because they just changed acceptance rating requirements. Okay, but specifically regarding what? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. If this is the first time you and I are meeting, my name is Mike. I help you make money in different side hustles. Been doing gig work since 2015, and all I want to do is help you succeed no matter what gig app you choose. Now listen, if you drive on Uber, let me know if you're driving on mobility. Okay, maybe on delivery. So what do you like to do? The rideshare vertical, delivery, do you have a preference? And then let me know in the live chat or the comments down below what marketplace you're in as well. Because we might ask, okay, why does your AR, we call it acceptance rating, why does AR even matter driving on this platform, right? Let's think about that. So on Uber, this is how your acceptance rating is calculated. Your acceptance rate is based on how many exclusive trip requests, talking about rideshare or deliveries, you have accepted. This is different, by the way. Hey, let me just a little time out. This is a little bit different than platforms like DoorDash because DoorDash doesn't necessarily have, what do we want to call it? Batched requests. Trip radar. That's what I'm saying. Trip radar on Uber that's sent to multiple drivers and couriers at the same time. But let's continue. It's how many you've accepted out of the most recent exclusive trip requests directly sent to you. So it's not Trip Radar. You can see there in green, Trip Radar requests are excluded, and they're calculating this based on what they call the look back window of the most 100 recent requests. Okay, cool. Well, Mike, DoorDash calculates your AR based on the last 100. Yes, but those are exclusive requests sent to you. Here on Uber and Uber Eats, the look back window is still 100, but it's based on only exclusive. Cool. And then you can see there for new drivers, it starts after you've received the first 10 exclusive trip requests. But that's not new. Okay. What about rewards though? This is a little bit more new. I just want to show you why AR matters. So it kind of matters because number one, there's preferred deliveries. So preferred deliveries can get you access to higher paying offers if you manipulate your AR based on the following criteria. So 30% if you accept 30, 50% for platinum. Let me get out of the way there. Diamond, 50%. So if you want access to higher paying offers, you better start accepting. Now on DoorDash, that might be even higher. Well, Mike, in my marketplace, that's nothing. 30, 50, 50 to get higher paying offers. That's nothing. Here on DoorDash, it's 50, 70, 70. Some marketplaces, it's 50, 80, 80, or even higher. So that's all to say, I hope you realize why acceptance rating is so important. Let me really bring it full circle to you. Circle, there we go. Acceptance rating matters, but there's new programs where they don't really emphasize AR as much. I'm just telling you, this is why you might want to consider subscribing if you're looking at these different side hustles. Some of these platforms and the rewards program specifically are having less emphasis on AR, which is a good thing because at least in part, you don't have to focus on your AR as much. And I see you folks in the live chat like Todd and Jason. Thanks for being here, folks. As always, we'll answer your question after the live. I want to make sure that you get the info first and drop a like on this video if you can. Appreciate it. So AR matters. Cool. I get it, Mike. What next? There's one place without as much of an emphasis of AR in your pay. Specifically going to Uber. Okay. Well, I just showed you there's Uber Eats Pro preferred deliveries. AR matters there because I showed you the preferred delivery program. But on Uber, mobility, on rideshare, AR hasn't mattered as much until now. And pay attention, even if you don't really do rideshare like myself, I've done rideshare, I've done delivery, grocery, but whatever. Even if rideshare is not your thing right now, look what's happening. Because I want to ask you if this is going to be expanding to delivery. It's Advantage mode. So if you haven't heard of Advantage mode, this is an option for you as a mobility rideshare driver to earn more. I'll show you how much more in a second. Would you do this? Look at the following screen here. Tell me in the live chat or the comments, would you do this? Would you attempt this Advantage mode? Would you actually make more money? And do you think drivers that have Advantage mode are earning as much as Uber's going to show you right here? Let me know. So this was a recent blog post. They piloted Uber, a new program called Advantage Mode, which rewards drivers for providing reliable service to riders by accepting more, canceling less, and benefiting from Advantage Mode perks. Quotes, the majority of drivers who achieved Advantage Mode earned 20% more per hour than drivers in standard mode. So that's what? If you're doing $15 an hour, now you're doing $18 an hour. If you're doing $18 an hour, now you're doing, I'm not good at math, what, $21-ish, whatever it is per hour. That kind of matters if we're talking about hourly pay. That's kind of a big difference, adding 20% just for Advantage mode. But what do you have to do? You have to really pay attention to your AR. And in this video, there's a good amount of marketplaces that have now changed and have this Advantage mode. We're going to talk about what this means for you and your earnings, of course. Now, the benefits here, right there at the bottom in bold, quote from Uber, when you're in Advantage mode, you'll get more of those exclusive ride requests sent to you. Remember, even if you do just food delivery on Uber Eats, imagine this verbiage if it said deliveries, because there's Trip Radar on deliveries too, if you didn't know. Trip Radar, as a reminder, are offers, rides, or deliveries sent to multiple drivers and couriers at the same time. So just, if that's you, imagine this said delivery. Okay. You'll get more exclusive ride requests and earn 5% more per trip on standard UberX, that's non-premium rides, than you would if you didn't have if you didn't have Advantage mode. There we go. If you didn't have an Advantage mode, you don't get that 5% boost. So not only will you have to fight through less Trip Radar, which are arguably not as good. That's what we said. Like, that stuff's not as good, and you'll get a 5% boost. The question is, as we always say on this channel, is it worth it? So let me show you. Here's how to qualify for Advantage mode. This might vary by market. Let me know in the live chat or the comments if it does vary by market, because I haven't really seen it vary. Dasher rewards, you bet it varies, but let me know if you have Advantage mode. Not a lot of markets have Advantage mode. So let me know, and let me know if this is a criteria. You have to accept 25% or more. Is it worth it? So now, remember I asked you, would you use this? Is a benefit worth it? And is this AR worth it? As a refresher, preferred deliveries, 30% to get access to higher paying offers. Dasher rewards, 50% AR, amongst other things. Advantage mode, 25% to get more exclusive requests. We'll assume Uber Eats, even though this is exclusively rideshare right now. Does that all make sense? For less Trip Radar, I know I can see in the live chat, some of us, myself included, don't think Trip Radar is the best thing, to put it lightly, and to get a 5% boost. But I'm going to say the same thing that I've said about that shortly. 44 new markets. Don't leave this video just yet. Here are the new markets that have advantage mode. There was only, well, I'll show you here after this, the full expansion list. The new markets are Albuquerque, New Mexico, Atlanta, Georgia, Baltimore, Birmingham, Boise, Central Atlantic Coast, Florida, Charleston, South Carolina, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbia, South Carolina, Columbus, Ohio, Connecticut, all of Connecticut. There you go, guys. If you're in Connecticut, all of Connecticut just got it. Dallas, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Fort Myers, Naples, Florida, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Greenville, South Carolina, Hampton Roads, Virginia, Houston, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, a huge market in Las Vegas. You have advantage mode. Can you think of a bigger market for rideshare than Vegas with all the tourists that don't have cars? New York City as well, but New York City has different earnings regulations on Uber. Okay, so that's a little apples and oranges there. California has different regulations, kind of apples and oranges there. Vegas does not. So Vegas would have a true advantage mode in arguably the most popular ride-sharing market. Lehigh Valley, going from big to small, Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. Again, I'm here in Pittsburgh. Louisville, Kentucky. Let me know if I said that correct, guys. Madison, Wisconsin, Memphis, New Orleans, Oklahoma City, Omaha, Orlando, Philadelphia, Piedmont Triad, North Carolina. Here in the black and gold, Pittsburgh, we got it. You know what? I should check my app here. I'll have to let you know what it looks like. Here in Pittsburgh, we seem to always get these new programs or expansions eventually. Pittsburgh, Raleigh-Durham, Rhode Island, Richmond, Salt Lake City, San Antonio, Savannah, Hilton Head, St. Louis, Tallahassee, Tucson, Tulsa, and Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, PA as well. 44 new markets. When's it launching? Oh, pretty soon. The week of what? 11 days? This is coming very soon. The week of the 24th. So right now, I mean, we do not got a bunch of time here. So we have a week and a half or so until this is going live in these marketplaces. Here's the breakdown though. Total now 56 markets in advantage mode. 11 only with preferred delivery. This is at least based on their support page. These are 3 different programs, so pay attention to this. Again, would appreciate if you could drop a like on this video. If you already subscribed, thank you. If not, you can consider it. That's all. Check out yourdriverformike.com for courses and resources like our Side Hustle Starter Guide. There we go. That is being downloaded almost every day, every other day from side hustlers and gig workers like you. That is our Side Hustle Starter Guide to compare 80 plus side hustles at a glance. So 56 markets have advantage mode. 11 only, including here in Pittsburgh, and I've tested preferred deliveries for you. 11 have preferred deliveries. That was the 30, 50, 50 gold, platinum, diamond levels that get you access to higher paying offers, which yes, is exactly like Dasher Rewards. Only 11. Watch the video so you can see, because not many marketplaces have it. And then only 4 markets have preferred delivery with a new planner tool, which might be one of the biggest changes to how Uber Eats, at least, is done in years. Just search planner on the channel or go under the Uber Eats playlist. You need to see that video on what that planner tool is. So here is my verdict on this, and then I want to take your questions here. Get your questions ready. If you missed this in the live, just put it down below in the comment section. So having an expansion to, I'll show this one more time here. this many, 44 new markets. This many market, I'll get out of the way in case you're just joining here. This is telling me that this is a big step change that, yeah, they're moving kind of quick. There was an initial rollout, I believe, of 3 markets, and then I'd say 11 marketplaces, 7, whatever it was, but now 44. That is quite the change, and it's coming in a week and a half. Yes, this is mobility right now, and Uber Eats, I don't know if this is what they're focusing on, but Uber Eats has Uber Eats Pro and preferred deliveries, albeit, look, I mean, preferred deliveries is only in 11 marketplaces. I'll maybe put this out there. Is that an indicator that expansion of preferred deliveries is coming soon? Preferred deliveries, that might be expanding soon if we're seeing an expansion here. The planner tool, so basically what that does is you cannot go online at any time unless you hit certain criteria, which is huge. But let's shelve that for now. 56 markets on Advantage. If we just saw 44 on Advantage mode, which is again mobility, and only 11 have preferred deliveries, I am really wondering if we're going to see, honestly, in the next 30 days, a 30 markets, 35. I mean, we just saw 44. Why not 45 new markets? Yeah, 45 new markets would put it to the exact spot as Advantage mode, 56. In the next 30 days, we might see that. So it doesn't matter if you're on mobility or delivery. This might be coming to your marketplace if it's not already coming to your marketplace right now. So with that, let me know what you think here. I want to answer your questions down below. The expansion of Advantage mode. Getting your AR to 25%, it's a tough ask. You're guaranteeing a 5% boost. You're guaranteeing more exclusive requests. But while it does give you a numeric value, preferred deliveries and Dasher rewards don't give you like, hey, you're going to get 8% more, 5% more. That's nice. What about competition? And then getting your AR up to 25%, is that going to be worth it?